Right now, we're also learning some new details about investigations into a string of high-profile burglaries involving these pro athletes. We've talked about them on this show. You've probably heard about them. Now, Ohio investigators are indicting 4 Chilean nationals, accusing them of stealing from multi-million-dollar homes. Now, they're not being linked directly to that December break-in at the home of Joe Burrow, you know, the NFL quarterback, but court documents say some Cincinnati Bengals gear, which was believed to be stolen from Burrow's home, was found in the suspect's SUV. The big question now is whether all these so-called bling ring robberies could be connected. Look at this. All these athletes, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, reported robberies at their homes while they were traveling for games. The most recent, Evgeny Malkin from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Police are currently investigating a break-in at his home on January 11th. Maggie Vespa is joining us now. So talk through who these suspects are, how they were caught, the charges they're facing, the connection as we kind of laid out here. Again, police not making it officially, but the suspected potential connection to the Bengals.
Right, they're really dancing around the details here.
That's
As
right.
a result, we have to, too. But, you know, the affidavit tied to this arrest of these 4 Chilean nationals, they were arrested at the same time, was really specific about an LSU shirt and a Bengals hat found inside their SUV that police say, court documents say, was linked to, they said, a December 9th burglary in the county where Joe Burrow lives. And our affiliate, WLTW, did some research saying that's the only multi-million-dollar home burglary on that day in that county. So that's how we're kind of connecting the dots. You can see it. You can see it there. At the same time, also, the Attorney General of Ohio announcing today these 4 men, ranging in age from 20 up into their upper 30s, all Chilean nationals. All they say, either in the country illegally or having overstayed their visas. They were under surveillance after that burglary by basically a task force that was working on this investigation into multi-million-dollar home burglaries. Yeah. Those are the charges that they're facing there, participating in a criminal gang, engaging in a pattern of corrupt activity. So it's really pointing to this possibility of a ring, of a burglary ring, which is what we've been following. And it's no secret, these athletes are on the road. They're playing often away games when these break-ins happen. Their schedules are public, and that's been a really, authorities have said already with these cases, an obvious link that leads people to believe that these all might be connected.
That's right.
We reached out to Joe Burrow and to the Bengals today. No response to these arrests or this indictment thus far. But Joe Burrow did tell reporters, did address this in a press conference, a post-game press conference last month. Here's part of what he said about just what this has been like to handle.
You know, we live a public life, and, you know, one of my least favorite parts of that is the lack of privacy, and that has been difficult for me to deal with my entire career.
Again, so that was Joe Burrow's on December 11th. He's not commenting today. Hallie, I should point out, the public defender tied to all 4 of these cases, representing all 4 of these Chilean nationals. We've reached out to him. We haven't yet heard back. We'll let you know if that changes.
Because part of this, and Maggie, and you're right to say burglaries. I misspoke on Robert. Burglaries are what happened here. The geographic spread of them, right? Because we're talking about these suspects caught in Ohio. The others that we're talking about, these burglaries happened in Missouri, Texas.
Right.
Do we know if these investigators are coordinating across state lines, et cetera? Like, talk through that piece of it.
So we've heard about this from the FBI prior to this arrest, and the arrest affidavit, the court documents that we have, those say that this is part of an investigation into burglaries in multi-million-dollar homes, key in multiple states. So at least this arrest is part of an investigation that's linking these robberies in multiple states. They don't say the athletes. Once again, they leave out the detail of saying we're talking about Travis Kelce or Patrick Mahomes, but that's part of that document right there. At the same time, again, we've been following this for a while. FBI sources, government sources have talked to our DOJ teams and our criminal justice teams, telling them that this is at least something of a pattern, of a tactic that is used broadly, and specifically organized crime rings from South America. And we have some sources saying from Chile especially, are something that American authorities are becoming more aware of as a broad problem, saying they're really professional, they move really quickly, they come in with Wi-Fi jammers, police scanner jammers, they scout people's homes, they kind of lie in wait, getting to know somebody's schedule, and then they strike, often going in through the second floor, because people often have alarms tied to their first floor entryways, but not their second floor. And think about where you keep your jewelry, where you keep your valuables. It's often in a second floor closet, right? But those are often less secure. So they're incredibly savvy. And authorities have said that they've been trying to kind of sound the alarm about this more broadly. These cases have given them a bigger platform, with an FBI memo, according to a senior official last month, warning sports leagues to tell their athletes to stop advertising valuables on social media and kind of showing your home and kind of any indication like that, just doing everything they can, Hallie, to protect themselves.
Maggie Vespa, lots to watch there. Maggie, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.